Hey, we're live. Good morning, or is it afternoon? I guess it's afternoon. I've been
Good
busy all morning,
afternoon.
so it is afternoon. And I welcome everybody, and I'd like to welcome Tom Valentine from Tarot Your Way. Welcome to the show, Tom. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for inviting me, Alan.
You're most welcome. You're most welcome. As everybody here knows, I love to highlight new shows, new people, find out a little bit of information about them, and then we go in and take some short readings, do some short throwing some cards, and so we're going to do that today. I'd like to say hi to everybody. Oh, and there's Trudy just popped in. We got Jackie. Nice to see you, Annie Bear. Hi, Sherry. You're still working? Okay. All right, dear. I'll see you later this afternoon. Let's see, Lottie and who else is here? Gerald. Hello, dear. I heard he's coming on your show on the 15th. That's great. And VL and Scorpio Mama and Trudy and Janet. Thanks, everybody. I hope I got everybody. Thanks for being with us and welcoming Thomas to the show. Yeah. Hi, Amanda. Nice to see you. So it's a beautiful day here in Washington State. The sun is out. How is it in Houston today?
It's nice and sunny and approaching 80 if it's not already 80 out there. And I guess I can't negotiate to my comments
Oh,
on
you
the
can't see the
television.
messages? Okay. Well, as far as the questions come up, Tom, I'll definitely let you know what they are so you'll be able to see them. Hi,
Yeah,
Mary. And hello to somebody else just came in. Wait a minute. This chat moves quite fast. Monique. Nice to see you, Monique. Yes. So we will be doing some questions, but I'm just going to talk to Tom for a little while, find out a little bit about him. And Jane, how are you? Welcome, everybody. We got a lot of people here in the chat that also have channels. So if you don't know yet who Tom is, and you haven't had him come on, I know he's going to see Trudy soon, and he's going on Gerald's channel. So yeah, you're going to be a busy guy. They're going to want to collab with you, Tom. I know it. So tell us a little bit about yourself. I know you mentioned that you were originally from Iowa, but now you live in Houston. But when did you start finding yourself interested in tarot and some spiritual stuff?
well, I had an IT job where I traveled a lot. And so I started reading a lot of books. And it's sort
Uh-huh.
of like that internet rabbit hole. I said, "Oh, tarot, that sounds interesting." So I read about 10 books on tarot, and I had a book
Wow.
I had a book on my desk at work in one of the weeks that I wasn't on the road, and my coworker said that she was involved with the charity and wanted to know if I could come out and read tarot cards for their charity. Well,
Yeah.
I hadn't read tarot cards for anybody, but so I read a couple more books, and um,
Okay.
it was their fall bazaar, and it was called the Daughters of the British Empire.
Mm.
So sat down and did Celtic cross spreads for 15 minutes for each person, 28
Wow.
readings during the day, interrupted several times by the drum and bugle corps and the pipers. So it wasn't a very conducive
Environment. Yeah.
atmosphere to get readings.
Uh,
Uh, but I was pleasantly surprised. I had written a couple words on each of my cards. The
well, yeah.
old
Sure.
Rider
Sure.
Waite plaid backs, and
Yeah.
by the end of the day, I'd seen the card so often that I really
You
didn't
felt really comfortable with
rely
them.
on
Yeah.
the keywords anymore. So
Yeah.
I did that for about 12 years for that charity.
Oh wow, that's cool. And do you use the Rider Waite? Is that the one you like the most, or do you have now a newer one that you like to use?
Well, I used something called the Stoller Tarot because I have uh, nerve damage in my hands, and I use a automatic card shuffler for
Okay.
poker size cards. And this is a
Okay.
tinned deck, and it's just the right size to fit in the shuffler. Like the other tin decks are a little too tall, so I'll have to trim them and get that corner punch and
Yeah.
modify them so I can use them. But on my channel, I use the Stoller Tarot, and then when I'm talking about the meaning of the card, then I have the Stoller card, and then the Radiant Rider White next to it, so people can see the actual image
See
as
the
opposed
actual,
to
yeah.
the cartoon
Yeah.
image.
Uh-huh. That's great. Michelle Shining Light Tarot said she's so excited to catch you live. She's seen you in the chats and on your page. She sends you love and light. There you go. Isn't that
Thanks,
great?
Michelle. And
Yeah.
I've got chat now on my phone, and I'm just
Oh, good.
looking at us a little delayed on the television, so
Okay.
we're
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
Um,
Yep.
Annie
Wonderful.
Bear,
And this
Trudy.
hadn't really Annie Bear. I know Annie Bear is here. And Akila, thanks for being here. Hi, Kelly. Kelly loves the automatic shuffler idea. We hadn't even thought of that.
Yeah. Well,
I
Kelly was the first one. I won a tarot reading from her channel when she had her Christmas Advent calendar. So she did a reading for me, which was very lovely. And if anybody needs or wants a reading, Kelly gives wonderful readings.
She does. She does. And I've been able to watch her unfold. She's amazing. When I first met her, very different situation in her life, and she's come through it so well. And those cards, she took to them like a duck to water. So, and it sounds to me like you did when you were doing those readings for everybody. It was like you were under fire, pressure under fire. And then at the end of the day, you felt really good about it, you know?
Yeah,
That's
you
great.
do get some validation along the way.
Yes, yes, absolutely. It's always nice to get that. It is. So everybody take a look behind Tom, and he's got the most fantastic Monopoly. I thought it was a Monopoly board that he just put up there, and he said no. He actually did a great deal, almost 90% of it, and it's cross-stitched, and I love it. It's just wonderful. And he said that you could take, what, four regular Monopoly boards, and that's how big it is, right? If you put them together. Yeah. Wow. Now that's some ambition. Yeah, that's some ambition.
40 inches by 40 inches, so it's like doubled in size.
Uh-huh. I know. It's really cool. It is awesome. Everybody thinks it's awesome. It is awesome. Yeah. What made you, and of course now with your hands, right? With your hands, that kind of also makes it kind of impossible to do any cross stitch if you're having that problem, right?
Right. Like most of my arts and crafts were done with my hands, so I can't knit, I can't sew, I can't crochet. So all that fine motor coordination,
fine motor skill. Yeah.
But now I'm expanding my mind, and it was a pretty narrow place before it got expanded.
Well, you know, Spirit has a way of doing something. If we don't pay any attention to something and it's calling to us, and we just keep, not paying attention to it over and over again, they find a way to get us to, whether that happens to be, a problem with your hands, or somebody gets in an accident, or there's some other problem in their life. And I really think it gets us, like you say, to focus more on, expanding what it is that we have. So that's very admirable, Tom.
Yeah, I had quite a bit of hand pain early on, and through meditation and grounding and centering, I've gotten a lot more comfort than I tried to. You know how you go to the doctor and they say rate your pain scale on 1 to 10.
Yeah.
I'm training the doctors to say, what's your comfort level? Because now things don't hurt the way they used to.
Go in the positive way. Right.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. That's wonderful. Wow. It's funny that you mentioned that too, because my husband is a chiropractor, and of course all chiropractors work on necks and backs and everything, but my husband also works on extremities. He does a lot of shoulders, hands, feet. he'll just take your hands, your feet, and work them and stuff. And so I'm just passing that along. Sometimes there's chiropractors out there that do that, and it really, really makes a huge difference. It might be uncomfortable at first, but if he has a lot of people that love having their feet done. I can tell you that. He's washing his hands so many times during the day. It's really funny. Yeah, it is.
I'm just going to cover the camera lens while I drink out of the Coke bottle.
That's all right. I don't mind. I usually have a big tumbler, and actually just got a small one this time. And there's some people, you'll go on their channel and you'll see over here, somebody will say, sip, sip. Have you seen that? Sip,
Oh, yeah.
sip. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yes, Mary, reflexology is amazing as well. Yes, very good. Yeah. Wow. But I like that you turned it around. Ask what my comfort level is, not how much pain I'm in. It puts the whole onus back on feeling better. So I love that. Yep. All right, Gerald. Sip, sip. I'm going to sip, sip. Oh, so is there a... Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Mark's not feeling well. Okay, honey. Take care. Yeah. And when you live on your own, Tom, Jackie says, that's hard too, because you got to do everything that you have to do by yourself, So anyway,
Well, I do
I'm glad you're in.
a roommate that stops in about 3 days every 3 weeks. He's over the road trucker, and I've got a great group of friends that take care of me, get me to doctor's appointments. I can't drive anymore, and then I get Meals on Wheels every day. So if I don't answer the door, they'll call my emergency contacts. So.
Yeah. Yep. Well, that's good to know, because we have a really robust and excellent, kind community here, and we're glad you're part of it. I was going to ask you, do you have any metaphysical community there that you work with in the area?
I don't.
But no. Okay. I just think it's wonderful that you decided that what you wanted to do was, you have an option to do what you're doing now, and that's fabulous. So again, thank you so much. So let's do some readings. Let's have some fun.
Okay.
And can I hear your shuffler in the background when you do it?
Oh, yeah. It's fairly close to the camera, so.
Oh, okay. That's cool. I love it. All right. Anybody got any questions today? We'll take it. Do you take political as well as yes. I used to have one like that, Tom, when I worked at the bank, and we would be counting up 20s. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And I had to just think of the 20s as being pieces of paper, because the idea that I was holding, $40,000 in my hand, it was a little daunting at the time. Yeah. But yeah, kind of strange. Yeah. All right, Michelle. General reading for Michelle. We'll put hers up. There we go, then. Let's see what we can find out for you, Michelle. I'm glad you're here, dear.
I think Michelle just signed up for my page.
Excellent.
Okay, let's see. You're going to have to tell me it's a little delayed.
Oh, up a little bit. Just a little bit. Yep. Okay. Is it upside? It's upside down. Okay.
It's upside down. Yep. He's the King of Swords. And
King of Swords.
The King of Swords, he reminds us that communications, and he's the sign of air. So he's pretty logical. When he's upside down, he may not be communicating. You may not understand the communications that you're getting from the King of Swords when he's upside down. So just remember that if you're giving the message, that you need to speak clearly and not in metaphor or any coded language. Speak plain and true. The next card.
That's cute.
Yeah, he's the
King of Wands. Is that what it is?
Yeah, he's the king King of Brooms, or King of Wands.
Or Wands. Yeah.
I guess go
Uh-huh.
back to
I guess you need your glasses. Yeah.
I was afraid that it'd be too flashy with the lights on it.
No, it looks
Okay,
okay.
so the King of Brooms, he's the fiery king, and uh, he's the one that flies off the broom, so to speak.
Uh-huh.
And
Mm-hmm.
he's got his salamanders, which is a symbol for the fire. Somebody
Mm-hmm.
had to tell me what the salamanders stood for. That people would gather the logs, and when they'd start the fire, then the salamanders ran out of the logs, and so they
Uh-huh.
thought salamanders were born in flames. So
Oh.
it really looks like with the two kings, we've got some big energy coming in for you this week. And then we
Ooh.
have Justice upside down, and the Justice card. Um, she reminds us to keep things in balance, but we might be out of balance just a little bit. So communications and balance, and those are going to be your challenges for the upcoming weeks.
Okay. All right. I'm pulling some. I use Oracle cards, and so I'm get a visionary first. Look at this. There you are on a unicorn. So Michelle, you haven't even started tapping your full potential yet. In a general sense, we know you have a show that, or you've been working with other people. It's going to get bigger if that's what you want it to be. I think it will grow. You just need to nurture it, but there is a reminder, and the reminder is you do have the little kids. And so you're doing two jobs. You're trying to take care of that nurturing, and that's a hard thing to balance. So I see you're walking them down the road. So that's your first thing you need to do. And it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work being a mom and doing everything else. So they want you to take it easy, because your home is full of love. It has love written right on it. And it just says that everything about your home and you and your family is always love. So there you go, dear. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Michelle.
Yeah. All right. So gonna go to one that I didn't see before. Oops, where is it? Now I can't find it.
I'm going to shut my mic off while I shuffle.
Okay. All right. I think that it was, somebody asked me to do it on 45, which is Trump. That's what they wonder if we could. Now, Trump went to Scotland, and he has a golf course over there. They really don't like him over there, but he just went over there, and somebody said in another chat that we had that he was going to try to get into the coronation.
Well, of course, that's what you do when you're not invited. You just practice.
Just bust in. Wouldn't surprise me. And then he's telling people also that that he loves Scotland, and Scotland is his second home, and everybody loves him there, which isn't true. He's done some bad things to the people around that golf course. So anyway,
that's where the ancestors came from.
I thought they came from Germany.
My ancestors.
Oh, yours. Okay. All right. Mine came from Wales. So yeah, we're all on the island there together. Wow. Okay. So we're reading on 45, general read. Okay.
Yeah. General read for 45.
Right. So look what I get first, and you have to laugh because he eats McDonald's burgers all the time. So it's definitely him. This is definitely about him. He wants convenience, and he has unhealthy habits, and we know all of that about him. So he's doing the same thing over there. He's also, I can see, how he does that dancing when he's doing his rallies. It's like a disco ball. He's got that going on. He's dancing and having a great time with, I bet his wife isn't even there. He's probably trying to hit on all the ladies. And what he's doing is trying to tune out the world. And boy, I was surprised they let him out of the country. I thought they took his passport when he got convicted, but I don't know. He doesn't, if he goes over there, he's not
Just
thinking.
indicted, innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah, true. But
he's been tried in the people's court, so
yes, he is.
some of us have different opinions than the actual courts.
That's, yeah. Well, of course we do. With the court of public opinion, absolutely. So what have you got?
Okay, for 45, I've got the Queen of Swords upside down, just like in our last reading, the King was upside down.
Uh-huh.
And so our Queen, when she's supposed to be more loving, more nurturing, she can be wicked with her tongue. So maybe current wife's going to have something to say about him leaving her at home. She wanted to go see a coronation too, maybe.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. Huh.
Page of Brooms. Again, we got a fiery message. So, yeah, we all have an opinion, and it's all going to be spoken harshly of him doing that behavior. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles.
Oh.
And so our eights, Eight of Pentacles. Got to come up with a visual in the right way.
Okay.
So is he the one on the bench banging out? So it's hard work for 45 to come up with all his machinations, and
it's a job.
When we don't think he can do anything worse, he thinks of something worse. So I don't know that his hard work is going to pay off this time, because he is being tried in the court of public opinion.
Definitely. Mm-hmm. Yep. Although a lot of them say, still say that the thing was rigged and he won the election. We get some of those folks. But I did see a short clip that was on YouTube in one of the people that does the little clips, and it was of Trump yelling about education in college and how he's going to get rid of all the Marxist socialist professors and nobody gets tenure, and he's going on and on and on. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, just crazy stuff. Yeah, crazy stuff. All right. So we have a general reading, please, for Monique. All right. Hi, Monique. It's good to see you. Thanks to anybody that came in that I missed. We're doing some mini readings today. And this is Thomas Valentine from Tarot Your Way. Somebody pulling a rabbit out of their hat? Oh,
yeah, we got a magician. Sorry, I was shuffling.
Okay. That's okay.
So Monique, we've got the magician, and the magician has all his tools, and he's the first one that the fool meets on his journeys. So sleight of hand and manipulation makes it look like it's effortless on the magician's part, but the message of the magician to the fool is you have to practice and practice and practice so your skills aren't detected by others. And then if you do that, you can manipulate, or not manipulate in a bad way, but make the situation seems like it's easy for you. It's effortless because you've done it thousands of times in practice.
Uh-huh.
We have our Knight of Spoons, and he's reversed. So be careful of delivering. Be careful when you have to play telephone. If you get a message and you have to pass it on, make sure you clarify that message from the first person before passing those messages along, because if you give the wrong message, you might be looked at for fault or blame for giving wrong information. And that wasn't what you were charged with doing, but it might get crossed. So be very careful about passing along information. And we have the sun, so the sun's a positive. And so everything turns out. So I guess you whip up a banquet or whatever your skills are, and the message gets across correctly, and you have a sunny outcome.
Yeah. Actually, it's a good warning for all of us, because Mercury's in retrograde. If we things get screwed up all the time, messages are not heard right or whatever. So yeah, be very careful, especially now. Good.
I find that in emails and in chats, you might mean something one way, but it's taken a different way, because we don't have the facial cues and the body language cues to go along with it.
Absolutely.
So yeah, definitely. Be careful in chats and emails, and just make sure our communications are clear, and that goes for everyone.
It does. It does. All right. So I pulled the night vision card. I don't know if you have been having a lot of dreams, Monique, but it looks like the potential is there for you to see or see orbs or see some things in the night. Try not to be afraid of it, remembering that if you're opening up, these are the things that will come to you, and they're not there to hurt you as long as you've protected yourself. Okay. The second one I get is a lot of love around you. Lots and lots of love around you. Look at that. Their hair is full of stars. And the last card I got is roots. So I don't know if you're going back to your roots, like maybe you might go visit somebody in a hometown, or if it's got nothing to do with that and you are going out to start planting roots for your garden in the summertime. But whatever it is, it looks bright and sunny and cheerful and fresh and new. So thank you, dear. Thank you. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. And we got Tina Marie, and she wonders what spiritual gift she should focus on.
I wonder for myself as well, Tina Marie.
Yeah.
So we have the Ace of Spoons, and he's upside down. So maybe your culinary arts aren't quite up to par, and maybe you would like a career in pastry or culinary arts, or cooking is a creative sport. So if it's not in food industry, it could be any creative art. It could be painting, it could be writing, it could be journaling, just any kind of process. And maybe even try automatic writing and see what comes up for you. And then we have the Empress. She's the epitome of Mother Nature, Mother Earth. She's usually here with some rabbits and pregnant. And the waterfall and the water in the background symbolizes the birthing process. So if you've got that creative energy, she is going to help you bring forth the birth of that creative energy and help you along with it. And it's always good to have Mother Nature on your side in anything. And two aces. We have the Ace of Balloons this time. So the Ace of Coins, it's being beginning of getting material goods. So maybe your creative processes brings you money.
Wonderful. Ooh, good luck with that. I love
Thank
that.
you, Kim Ray.
Yeah. So the first card I got, Tina, was the lasso. So they're telling you to when you get a lasso, or as a cowboy, you tie it up and you throw it out to try to get the little calves. Okay. So anyway, they want you to lasso yourself, your elves, and that's your spirit guides. All your spirit guides are there and they're ready to work with you. And so you need to bring them up, rein them in, basically, with the lasso. See? And then it says, once you do that and you allow the flow to come in, it will be like a river. You'll be flowing together and, getting all the answers that you believe you need. But it's a trust issue and it takes some time. You have to trust what you hear or see. But look, you get the waterfall at the end. So you're going down the river and look, you're going to get the beauty of the waterfall. And so it's going to be worth the effort. There you go.
That's nice.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Tina. Yeah.
So we had two waterfalls. We had one behind my Empress.
Yes, that's right. So that's really good.
So that creative energy, instead of just flowing down the stream, it flies.
It does. You can get under it too and let it pour down on you, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. So I've got Patricia Franzino. She's going on an Alaskan cruise in August. Wonders how it's going to go. That's awesome.
Well, I'm going to tell you from somebody who likes cruises. I'm a cold weather averse. I'm sure Alaska is beautiful and is going to be beautiful for you, but I go to the Caribbean.
I've done that. I didn't enjoy my cruise. They were trying to sell me too much stuff. I couldn't stand it, but I was glad I did it anyway. I went down to I picked up in Fort Lauderdale, I think it was, and we went down for my daughter's birthday. But it was like everywhere I went, nickel and dime you. So I think it was Princess Cruises. Go ahead. Okay.
Okay, so we got a Knight of Brooms reversed. So it might be a little slower pace than you're used to being on a cruise. So maybe the sea days for you might be a little more challenging than you thought. So whatever your pastimes are, take a good book or something else, cribbage board or whatever it is that you do to have diversions. We have the Eight of Brooms, which is the Eight of Wands, and that's fast motion. Again, we've got motion and action, but again, it's reversed. So, yeah, you might be a little bored, but let's see what our outcome is.
Okay.
Well, sometimes things
it can happen.
It
can happen.
So then you get the Two of Spoons, and that's usually a card of decisions. So I would say to spice things up for you, maybe talk another couple of friends in going along with you, so you aren't so bored on those sea days.
Okay. Wonderful. So the first card I get is the stereo, and the stereo, blares out and tells you what you want to hear. But I also know she's a dancer, so maybe you're going to be doing some dancing on this cruise. Let's hope so. You are the ruler, so you can do whatever it is that you want to do while you're on this cruise, and it's available to you. And I know you like cruises and you enjoy them. I get the sense that it's going to feel like heaven to you, that you're going to really enjoy it. You're going to like the breezes, especially in that time period. You're going to love what you see and do, and maybe you'll try something new. I see your guts come out. In other words, you're gutsy. You're gutsy. You're not afraid to try something new. And look, it's an open road if you do that. I know they have side trips when they stop in some of the towns. Maybe that's what it's referring to. You get to get off and go see Denali or whatever it is. I don't know, but it looks really good for you. It really does. You might be bored though. As Tom says, you never know.
Well, that's only on the sea days. Of course, it's going to be when you're in port or out on an excursion. You're going to be well entertained.
Oh, sure.
So
Yep.
thank you for letting us read for you, Patricia.
Yes, thank you, Patricia. I hope you have a wonderful cruise. I do.
Sounds
All right.
wonderful.
I know. So Amanda Carroll had a Mercury retro. She deleted 1,600 photos from her phone. She was trying to get them onto her laptop. She wonders if she's going to be able to find them. Now, you're an IT guy, right? You were. Do you know? No?
I didn't keep up with the technology, and
Okay.
I'm really fumbling with phones and computers.
Oh.
And Windows
Okay.
10. Oh my goodness.
Okay. That's all right. I just thought maybe you might have insight since you were originally in the business. But you're right. Everything changes in a short period of time.
So we have the Hermit reversed. And usually when we're the Hermit, we go inside looking for something, and we have the lamp out to look for enlightenment. So to be upside down Hermit, you might find that you did back them up on the cloud accidentally, and they might be there to get. Well, we're going to have a little struggle. We have the five of brooms, which is the 5 of wands. And it's going to be fiddly to get them back if you can get them back. It's going to be a little bit of a struggle. You may have to call in. You may actually have to get IT help to get them back off the cloud.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And then we got the Knight of Buckets upside down, and you don't love the process doing it, but the message gets through that hopefully you can get them all recovered.
Yeah. Okay.
And I know that's not a very clear answer, Amanda, but sometimes we don't get the right messages.
Yep. Either way, a lesson in letting go. Yeah. How true is that? So yes, something happened and your pictures were bulldozed away. Okay. However, you think you've sunk the ship. There you are swimming above the ship, and you're like, oh well, and letting it go is the best idea to do. So I agree with that. I believe that your pictures are being held in kind of a jail cell inside wherever the technology will take it, and because there are people that do forensic work on phones and computers that can get into places that other people can't. That's why give it over to the elves. In this case, not your spirit guides necessarily, but somebody that can go in there and your team. And I get that you had some kind of a protective shield. So I'm going to hope that this means that they're going to be able to find him. It just looks that way. But it's always a good idea to let it go. Yeah.
But let's hope that Allie's shield.
Let's hope that works out right.
Because, photographs and memories are
high.
A snapshot in time, and all we have is a present, and we try to capture that in a photograph. And no matter how beautiful the sunset is in person, if you snap it in a photograph, it just isn't as majestic as seeing the real thing.
Sure. I had that actually had it happen. I had the last Easter with my parents. I took some videos, and it was of my mother and father, and she died the next day.
Oh, wow.
And I was so happy to have it, And then we used to throw in the VCR tapes for taping a couple of shows. That's what you did at the time. And my daughter taped over it with some silly thing, But she was a little girl, she was fairly young. So I couldn't really hold it against her, but really hurt my feelings, So Yeah. So, yes, Arwen, feel free to ask a question. And I just saw yours, Sharon W., and we will answer it. Right now, we've got one from Annie Bear. She wants to know a little bit about Jack Smith.
Special prosecutor
Right.
to
To
45 in
everything.
Georgia.
Yeah.
In Georgia.
Oh, that and the insurrection, and
No.
now he's been getting.
Name.
Yep. He just got a bunch of tapes. Yeah. Yep. He got a bunch of tapes from a lady that worked at Fox News with all kinds of proof that he knew that he lost. Everybody was saying, and so he's listening to those now too. So let's see what we can find out about Jack. Cracker Jack.
Well, I think Jack might be very good at what he does because we have the Justice card.
Wow.
So we all want swifter news, but as we know, when things get tied up in court, it takes time, and as swiftly as we want it, it's going to take what it takes for Jack Smith to get an ironclad case, and he's doing his due diligence, and he is turning over every rock that he can. So that's why the delays and things.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the three of brooms, three of wands, waiting for our ship to come in. So there it is, that delay, which 45 is famous for delaying things. But this time it's the ironclad proof. Oh my goodness. Judgment.
Oh. Can't make this up.
Well, I laugh at this deck because it's Adam and Eve in front of God, and they're naked, and the snake's there too. They're all being judged.
They are.
I think you can deduce what this means.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I certainly can.
So, Annie Bear, judgment will. The final judgment is up there, but there will be judgment down here.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Wow. Did you do 3? Did you do 3?
I did 3. We had Justice, waiting for our ship to come in. And
okay. So the first card I get, Annie, is he's going through this maze. And he gets a lot of dead ends because that happens. And so he's, just turns himself around, goes back. He does a lot of backtracking because sometimes he'll come to a dead end. But he's good at what he does. And you're right. He is on loan from working at The Hague in the Netherlands where they prosecute criminals, world criminals. So he's the right guy for this job. And I also see some of it is like a desert. It's very dry reading. But look, the sun is out. Even though it's hot down here, he's not hot. He's busy. And he's busy. He's busy working on the majestic whales.
I think he's got a lot of evidence to go through if he's got to work through the whales.
He's just going to do that. But, we know that because we got the burger before for him that, he's becoming more and more a majestic whale. But Jack is the master. He's the master. So he will be able to do it. He will be able to cross all the mountains. And I believe, as Tom said, justice will be served. Yeah. But you're right.
Thank you for asking that question. I've been wanting to know too.
All right, that's cool. Yeah, and right now he refuses to testify in the E. Jean Carroll case, the rape case. I mean, he's just got so. That's why when I got that card that says he has the headphones on, he's just not paying any attention to anything. So, yep, leave it to him. All right, so we got 3 more questions. Oh no, I guess we got 2. You just put it in caps. I got 2 more questions. And then I afterwards would love to read on, there was something I wanted to read on. It has to do with local governments. So we'll do that at the end. All right. So Sharon wants to know any messages from her niece, Madison, from the other side. Have you tried that before?
I've not tried that before. Sharon, I'm sorry for your loss, but we all know that eventually it comes to us too.
It does. Yep. Let's see if I can pull some cards that give us a little
So
bit.
we have the Popess, which is our Empress card, and she holds the secrets of the Akashic records. So maybe your niece will speak to you in secret. So the language of secrets for me is usually in my dreams. So maybe a message could come from there, from the High Priestess and your niece. We have the Empress again. With the Empress being Mother Nature and bound to Earth, I think you're going to find signs of your niece out in nature, whether it be the ladybug or a grasshopper or whatever symbol represents your niece. Whenever you see those things, your niece is there with you. And the final card, you're still grieving this loss. This is the Five of Pentacles. It's loss. It's loss of money and maybe loss of hope. But if these people out here stranded in the snow, looking like they're homeless, if they look up and see the church window, all they have to do is notice what's around them, go into the church, get warm, get some sustenance in them, fill their spirit back up. So I think you're still in the grieving process of this, and it's really difficult for you, and I'm sorry if that's what you're going through, Sharon.
Yeah. Sending a lot of love to you, Sharon, and to your niece's parents, of course. So I have, the first card I got was Goddess of Dreams. And, dreams, a lot of the time people will come to visit you in dreams. I have that my dad comes and spends like a couple hours with me in the middle of the night. We have a great time. So your niece is saying any visions or intuition or receptivity that you might have is available to you. You may even be able to talk with her or communicate through the dream time. Yeah. But yes, so I got the same.
We both got the same card for the first card, the Popess. So the dreams.
Right. That's right.
So that
and then you brought up being in nature, and I get the creation card. The lady's out in nature, and she's yeah. So that's what you got too. So yeah absolutely. Maybe you'll feel better outside in nature, and she will be around you out there, or you're creating something else from her. She says to turn to the angels of the 7 chakras. They're all available to you. She says truth and power and connection comes through it. And if you can bring your Kundalini up enough to be able to get to your power center up here, you may be able to feel her around you. I'm sensing that she probably is around you, because every time you think about somebody that's passed, or you even just thinking about them, or you talk about them, they come around. So welcome her. She may be trying to give you a message. I don't know. So, yep. There you go. Hi, Jill. Nice to see you too. Wow, everybody's a good group here today. All right, so we got Arwen the Gray. Do I have any messages from my guides? I'm going to a healing arts fair this weekend. Is there something in particular I should pay attention to, Tom?
Arwen the Grey. Well, if you're not in a relationship, you might find a potential suitor there, Arwen. Or if you take your mate, you're just going to celebrate and have a good time. The healing fair probably is going to charge you and energize you, and you're going to learn a lot. And being there is probably just the thing that you need right now. The happy family. Usually, when we get the 10 of Cups, we stay there for the honeymoon period, and then we go back to the beginning. So it's the ending of a cycle and the starting of the new. So if you're getting certification or going that way, then you come back and you start your practice.
Mm-hmm.
9 of coins, pentacles, 9 of balloons in this one, and you've almost got it all. You're set in all your materialistic things. Your home and your surroundings, they're just where you want them, and you particularly love how you set things up. So we've had 9 and 10, so those are pretty close to fulfillment. And then we have strength, and this strength card is they've hired the lion tamer, or the lion tamer is given the strong man charge of the lion, and maybe you don't think you're quite fit for the job, but the message in the strength card is they're not the lady is not shutting the lion's mouth by force. She's doing it gently, lovingly, and kind of guiding him to do it. She's she's got that healing gift in her to tame the beast. So I think your healing arts fair is going to go wonderful for you. Yeah. And we have the circus tent as well here. So
yeah, what I love about going to those Arwen is that they have so many cool things that are there that aren't available in other places. Like you could get your aura picture, or you could get different types of readings, or you might see lots of crystals and things like that, of course. And the variety that you see and the energy that you feel in there usually is really awesome. It's almost like you got to get out of there though, because it's so
much energy.
So much energy. Yeah. So I see here that this must represent you. It says the poet, and so somebody that's a student of this type of thing. And it says you are a unicorn like everybody else is. We're all individuals. We're all precious people, and all very different. So we like different things. It looks like you're going to take a big leap and try something new there. I don't know what. I don't know if you'll be looking at, having somebody talk to you about your past lives, or trying a new type of Reiki or energy healing, whatever it is. I think this is going to be great for you. It's going to get you off the treadmill of your daily existence, and it's going to put you around people of like mind. This elf card has never come up this much, and it really means different things in different readings. In this case, you're just going to be surrounded by people that are also interested in the things that you love. So there you go. I think it's going to go great.
Like the Six of Elves portrayed on that card is sort of like your Six of Pentacles, and he's the person of charity. So in giving your art of healing, you're getting healing in return.
Yeah, that's right. Yep, it's really right. You're welcome. I hope you have a good day. I went in Seattle about a month or two ago. I went and spent the day up there with one of these with Terry Suzuki, who does, she does a lot of mediumship stuff, and we just had the best time. It was really wonderful. There were a lot of people there, and everybody liking different things, but knowing that we were all in that same space. So we only got a little bit of time left, and I thought maybe we would try a reading for. All right, so we had the Tennessee Three that got kicked out of, and they were reinstated. The two were reinstated. Now we have a transgendered lady in Montana who was kicked out of Montana for standing up for transgendered rights, and she's not allowed to talk or even come. And then there's a woman, I believe she's in Oklahoma, and she was a Democrat senator or whatever there in the state of Oklahoma, and she had a transgendered person in her office talking to her, and they said she was providing comfort for this transgendered person, whatever that means, talking or giving her coffee or tea or whatever it was. And I think I know the answer.
Like a person,
right? Yeah, I know. Yeah. So I guess, are these going to escalate? I'm feeling like it's one party just trying to wrench control away from, and they're already in the majority, so they can do what they want to do. So I thought maybe we'd try a reading in a general sense on that. Does that resonate? Yeah. Hi, Toadstool Tarot. Welcome.
Hi, Robin.
Thank you for being. Yeah. Oh, is that Robin? You were on her show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's nice to have you here, Toadstool. Yeah. We'll have to have you come on as well. Yeah.
So we have the Ace of Pentacles here. Sorry, clown warning. And the Ace of Pentacles is abundance and material wealth. And so when we're talking political things, again, we're going to have to throw some money at it to ram it through, because I think it's going to be fought. Yeah, we have our King of Wands, and this is a hot button topic for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And the amount of money that we're going to have to throw into it is going to match the fiery energy that comes out of the discourse of this. Let's hope for good.
Let's hope for a good ending. Yeah.
The king and queen were together. So the queen is our outcome. So there are going to be some wicked things said, but we do have a positive outcome.
Thank God. Thank God. All right,
that was
so
kind of crummy energy to get into.
I know. I'm sorry. We'll have to do a reading for something else before we leave.
All's fair in this game. You're going to get asked a lot of things that you don't want to answer.
I got the desert again, so I'm feeling as though it's going to take time. When you're walking through the desert and there's, you see a mirage and you think, oh, okay, there's some water. But you get there and it isn't water. So I'm feeling that. I'm also, this must be what you were talking about, the money thrown at it. I get a love potion. In other words, send them some money, throw some money at it. Or, maybe we can concoct a love potion to get these people to just agree to humanity. There are a lot of tears around this. We know that. But this is saying, take time to just sit back and relax about it, because it's not going to stay this way. Hopefully it's going to change. It's hard to sit in a lounge chair though and feel like you really did any good. It will come to a plateau around the womb, which is the abortion issue.
Yeah. human rights, women's rights, it's all tied up together.
Yep.
And we're stuck in this quasi-Christian renaissance
Yeah. Yep.
phase.
Yeah. We are. Yep. I think people who act that barbaric need to be stopped, fined, excluded from federal and state funds. I also think that they need to be everybody that's in any kind of government. You know, when you apply for a job in the general population, and they want a high school degree, they want a college degree, they want to, depending on what your function is. And we have a lot of people that are brilliant that are in our federal government. Some of them still are kind of ditzy, like Ted Cruz, but maybe they should make
Thank
these
you. He's
people.
from Texas. I have to
I
look
know.
at him and Mr. Abbott.
I know, just a bunch of weirdos. And you also got that other guy, Tom. What is it, Tom? No, it's not Tom. Who's the other senator there? I can't remember his name.
DeLay?
No, in Texas. Who's that other senator? You don't know. Anyway, I almost think people like Marjorie Greene and those kinds of people, and people in the States, they need to have some kind of professional something. I don't know, like experience, or, they've been an accountant for 10 years, or it just seems ridiculous to throw some of these people in. They open their mouths and only thing that comes out is like moths. So
make them take the citizenship test.
Yeah, really. Yes, walk and talk in nightmares. You're right. Arwen says it seems that things have reached critical mass before people rise up. You're absolutely right. I think that there will be hopefully like a Million Man March again. I hope so. I'd like to think so. Anyway, on a positive note, I really enjoyed being here today with you, Tom. Thank you for coming. Thank you for, your readings for everybody. And I've seen a lot of people go over and say that they are signed up for your channel, which we really appreciate. And I thank you again. So.
Well, thank you, Allie, for inviting me on. And it's sort of like I'm on a book tour. All these people are inviting me to their channels, and so I'll rewatch this again maybe 3 times and critique myself and give myself a pat on the back, or say you could have done a little bit better. But I'm really enjoying this, and I'm hoping that it does give me some structure and a schedule, so maybe I sleep at night instead of staying up for 2 or 3 days at a time.
Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah. And thank you, everybody who put in a question and trusted us to answer.
Very definitely. Yep. And Mary, I'm answering your question. Kate is on an Alaskan cruise right now, and she's been the caregiver for her husband because he had surgery on his ankle. So I hope we'll be back with our dream show really soon. Don't give up on us, because she's just taking some time off. Anyway, thanks for asking. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Have a good day. Thank you.